Hi, this is Scott with eTrailer, and today we're taking a look at and installing our eTrailer hitch for 2025 Hyundai Palisade. The Hyundai Palisade is a really popular vehicle, and we do quite a bit of installs on these. They do have a lot of room in the back, but sometimes you want to add on a little bit more room. Maybe you want to have a bike rack put on, or maybe even a cargo carrier. Say you do a lot of camping and you can't fit all your gear in the back. A cargo carrier is a really good option to have. I really like the way this hitch looks. It has a really nice matte black finish, and it kind of just hides underneath the vehicle. This one's going to be a hidden cross tube design, so you don't see a whole lot of the tube coming down at all. Basically, all you're going to see is your receiver portion of your hitch hanging down. Your hitch is going to have a 5/8 pinhole opening, and that is going to hold any of your accessories in place. Now, this hitch will not come with a pin, so you may want to pick one up here at eTrailer. Another nice option for these is the locking pin option, and that's going to lock in any of your accessories that you have on the back. So say you go to a bike trail and you go out down the trail, you're going to want to have something that locks that carrier in place so nobody can take it off while you're gone. Now, as far as your chain loops, you're going to have two pretty heavy duty welded on loops. That's going to accept either your S-style loops or your clevis style hook. So that's going to have you set up for your trailer towing needs. As far as measurements go, from the center of the pinhole out to the edge of the bumper, we're looking at 4 inches. And with that measurement, you're going to be able to decide if any of your accessories that fold up are going to make any contact with the back of your vehicle. Now, from the top of our tube to the ground, we are looking at right at around 15 inches. And with that measurement, you'll be able to decide if you need any raise in the shank of your bike rack or your cargo carrier for clearance. As far as the hands-free goes for your liftgate, if your Palisade has a kick sensor, you'll just have to find the sweet spot with it. Just go on either side of your hitch and you'll be able to find out where that actually activates for you. Now, if you have any questions or comments after you get this installed, or you plan on getting one, feel free to leave a comment down below, and maybe even pictures if you want. We'd love to hear from you. As far as your weight ratings go, you're going to have a tongue weight rating of 750 pounds, and that's going to be pushing down on the lower portion of your hitch. And that's going to be the combination of your bike rack with all of your bikes on it, or your cargo carrier loaded down with all of your gear. As far as gross trailer weight rating, you're going to have a gross trailer weight rating of 5,000 pounds, and that's going to be the weight of your trailer and everything that you have loaded on it. It's also going to have a weight distribution rating. It's going to up your trailer rating to 6,000 pounds, but it maintains the same tongue weight rating. As far as installation goes, it's pretty straightforward. If it's something you don't have time to do yourself, you can always take a look at our dealer locator and get something done for you locally. If it's something you want to do yourself, stick around, watch our video, and we'll help you get it installed. To start our installation, we're going to need to get our spare tire lowered down. So inside our cargo area, we're going to have this little plug right here. We need to get that out of the way. Take a flathead screwdriver and remove that. And underneath of that, we're going to have a 21mm bolt. Just want to back that down until our spare tire comes down to the ground. Once we have it all the way down, and lift up on our tire, pull it back. Now we can push through our holder. Now we can get our tire out of the way. Now we want to get our plastic under panel here on our driver's side out of the way. You're going to have two plastic 14mm nuts up here. Just don't push forward on them when you're backing them out. Otherwise they'll have a hard time backing out on you. Just kind of back them out. Once you get them so far, you can even do them by hand. If they don't want to come free for you, another little trick is just kind of pull down on the panel a little bit. And that'll help back them down. All right, once you get them back down pretty far on both sides, you just kind of pull down on them a little bit. and those plastic nuts will stay with the panel. Now we have 3 plastic fasteners. All we need to do is get under the clip portion of it and pop those out. Just kind of pull down on them. Now we can remove our panel. Now we supported our exhaust, we need to remove 3 isolators so we can get our exhaust to drop down. So we have a little bit of soapy water. Just want to spray our isolators. And what that's going to do is it's going to help make it easier for us to pop those off. Now after you get it sprayed down, just go like that, and that's going to work some of that soapy water into your isolators. Now with the pry bar, we'll just go ahead and get those popped off. Now that we have those all broken loose, we'll just loosen up our cam buckle strap and give us a little room. Now we can see our attachment points. We have our ones up here. This is where our bolts are going to come through. And we have our threadeds down here. And what I did is just want to spray a little lubricant up in there, some spray lubricant, and just take like a toothbrush and just clean those out. That's going to make it a lot easier for us when we go thread in our hardware. And we will do that on both sides. Now as far as our hardware goes, we're going to have our long hardware and our conical washers. We're going to want the teeth to be facing the frame and the hitch on either side. So when we go through, we're going to put our hitch up and just send them through this direction through on both sides. Now we're going to have our smaller hardware, and it's pretty much the same thing. We're going to have our conical washer with our teeth, and we're going to want them facing the hitch. And those are going to go right here in our already pre-threaded holes. All right, now we can get our hitch lifted in place, and I'll have Matt go over the exhaust first. Now we can run our hardware through. This little plastic part may get in your way, so if you put your washer on first and just kind of get it past that, you may have to move it a little bit to get it to go. Now we have a little heat shield here, and if we try and put our hardware through this rearmost hole with our bolt, it wants to hang up on the washer and the shield itself. So what I'm going to do is just hold our washer in place like we did our other side, and lift our hitch up a little bit and line up the hole. And just push it into place. Now we'll take our conical washer and put that on our hardware facing the frame and just go around and install all of our hardware. And we'll do this on both sides. With all of our hardware in place, I like to take a look and make sure everything looks centered up. Then I'll come back through and just snug down our hardware. Now I'm going to start tightening with our hardware that's right up here on the top. That's going to draw our hitch over where we want it to be. Do that on both sides before we tighten our lower hardware. Now after we have all of our hardware snug down, we'll come back through and torque it all down to the specifications listed in our instruction manual. If you don't have a torque wrench, you can pick one up here at eTrailer or check your local parts store and they should be able to rent you one. Now that we have all of our hardware torqued down, we can come back through and get our exhaust put back in place. One little trick I like to do is go ahead and respray our isolators. That way they're going to pop on a whole lot easier for you. Now with all those back in place, we can remove our strap. Now we have everything torqued down. I did set this panel up and placed, and did notice that it is hitting in a couple spots here. It's hitting the bolt heads that we just put in. So we're going to need to trim a little bit out in order for this to pop back in place. So I'm just going to use my reciprocating tool and get those trimmed out, and we'll get it put back in place. Now that we have our panel all trimmed out, we can get it put back in place. With our panel put back in place, all we need to do is get our spare tire put back in place. It will fit in its original location with your hitch installed. With that, that'll do it for our look at and our install of our eTrailer hitch on our 2025 Hyundai Palisade. I'm Scott with eTrailer, and thanks for watching.